When we analyzed why the coir industry in the country was not further developing, we found that unless we produced better goods for export, there could be no further improvement. This is an industry in which 92% of the products are exported and the domestic consumption by nature of things is of a limited quantity. So, when market surveys of foreign countries were made, we were convinced that mechanization as a part of this industry should be introduced so that in a gradual manner we could produce better goods acceptable to the sophisticated markets of the world. We had a tripartite meeting of all the interests in Kerala, particularly the government of Kerala, the representatives of labor and industry engaged in coir and the central government, and it was felt that gradual mechanization, particularly of the weaving sector and the finishing sector, would gradually assist the further development and progress of this industry. Particularly in Kerala, this is the basic industry giving employment to more than nearly a million people. We therefore decided that the coir board that the government of India has set up should endeavor to assist the people to establish such factories and also establish factories itself if entrepreneurs were not easily forthcoming. Therefore, Madam, the Act as it is today is being amended to provide for delegating powers to the coir board to enable them to set up a mechanized factory in the public sector to demonstrate the utility of new types of fabrics to the rest of the industry. A question would naturally be asked in the House why our entrepreneurs are not being allowed to do so. The Act does not prevent it. On the contrary, the coir board is being empowered to promote even the establishment of mechanized finishing and weaving factories in the private sector if private entrepreneurs come forward. But looking to the nature of the industry and the entrepreneur class engaged in this industry, we have found that in the last few years, not many entrepreneurs have been coming forward, and we would like to establish one of the most modern model factories which can produce the latest type of goods. The amendment as proposed in this bill has been placed before the House. We are convinced from our technical surveys that we will not be able to stand in competition with the rest of the world. As the House is aware, Madam, there are other competing countries in the world which compete with us in our products. Malaysia and Sri Lanka are our foremost competitors. But as a result of the persistent effort of the Coir Board and the government of Kerala in India, we have been able to have the highest percentage of utilization of the husk of coir than any other competing countries. We, madam, utilize more than 35% of the coir husk, whereas Indonesia and Malaysia utilize less than 12% and Sri Lanka less than 8%. It is our endeavor that further more utilization of a higher percentage of coir husk should also be attempted. It may therefore be looking like a contradiction in terms that when mechanization takes place, there will be unemployment. This might be a question generally asked because Kerala is a state where unemployment is a major problem. But, madam, the experience that we have in other industries is that all mechanization does not lead to less employment. As a matter of fact, if we can produce more goods and sell more goods, the overall employment in this sector might go up rather than go down. Even if it is pure substitution, as we have calculated, not more than 1500 people in all out of the million people, as I mentioned, are likely to be displaced. But our hopes are that not only these 1500 people will not be displaced, but we might be able to provide additional employment as a result of larger and larger utilization of the husk and better production of the goods and larger scales and marketing of these products. That way we might be able to increase some employment in the long run. Therefore, madam, here we have mentioned that amendment in the bill. Another amendment that has been sought to be provided is that this is a poor industry, and so far there was a cess on the coir products which financed the development of coir industry. Madam, the government of India therefore decided to remove the cess forthwith, and only a month back this cess has been abolished, and no coir products either for export or for internal marketing will have to pay that cess of about ₹1 or so anymore, which was a burden to this industry. Therefore, the amending bill also provides for a direct grant from the Consolidated Fund of India for all the activities of development that the Coir Board requires for developing this industry in various parts of India, and particularly in the state of Kerala.